Have you been doing something for a long time and you don't really know how to change your ways anymore? I've been using these watches for a long time and I'm always advocating for them and telling you you should keep them. Like gold, 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 gold. Okay? But what happens when you run out of them? What happens when you don't find any more of them on eBay or anywhere else? What are we gonna do then? So I came across this brand, which is called Coat and we're gonna see how it holds to the test. Let's do this. Today's video is not a tutorial, it's more like a comparison between brands. I bought these washes a couple of days ago from a store. I will let you see the link down below. They seem to be the original Games Workshop paints. Okay, I'm pretty sure Games Workshop doesn't or didn't make their paints back then, and they just got a different brand and put their own brand onto the bottles that have this wash. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna get current washes, the old ones that I got, and these ones, and I'm gonna see how they work together and how I can use them to create different colors and other effects that I want to experiment with. So it's gonna be a short video, it's not gonna take that long, but I think it's gonna be quite useful for some of you that might want to have a chance to do the things that I do here. I hope so. The first thing that I'm doing is creating a sort of a table where I'm going to be putting the washes in different parts, and then we're gonna compare them once they dry. I'm gonna compare several parameters. One of them is the density of the wash itself. Let's see how it flows. Another one is the tonality that it has, of course, the color. And a third thing that I'm gonna compare is the shine. Okay, now these ones don't have a shine, you know that, but there is a variety that you can buy with shine. But the old washes and inks do have a shine, so that's one of the things that I'm interested into, because they can change the uses for them. For instance, I can use some of the washes like chestnut ink to create like blood and things like that that look a little bit shiny. As of now, I'm just going through the 4 colors that I want to test, and then we're gonna go and start doing that one by one. Here we have the first 3 contenders. The wash that we will use for flesh or things similar to that. Now, Coat the Arms has this earthy color, which doesn't look like much anything close to what we have on these 2 others. I'm pretty sure this is probably the one that is going to be the most different of all 3. So as you can see, this hasn't been opened yet. It's brand new. I just got it on the mail, and I'm gonna try it straight away. This is going to be the first one. So let's shake and see what happens. Oh wow, okay, this is interesting. So consistency, like, it is quite liquid, very liquid actually, and that's the color that we get with it. Look at that, kind of really brownish. This is not going to be at all like the other 2. Really different. Alright, let's get to the next one. Okay, so the next one is the old Citadel. This feels more like an ink, like something that you will use in a pen, and it's much darker, and it has also reddish hue, which is not present on the Coat the Arms one. Okay, look at that, the difference is quite significant. I'm gonna try now Raglan. Okay, so now let's do the same thing with Raglan. Raglan and these washes feel completely different, but as you can see, the liquid has a different density and it works much different from the other ones. Those are the 3 tones that we get with these 3 washes, all allegedly made to shade flesh and things like that. So not that any is worse than the other, but we're gonna have to use them for different things. Okay, let's see the other batch now. We're gonna do chestnuts, or they are reddish browns. So here we have the other three contenders: chestnut ink from Citadel, and surfing sepia. I'm gonna start with this one, which is also new, so I'm gonna open it now and see how it works. In my opinion, this is closer to the old Citadel flash wash than to the chestnut one. Okay, here we are. Interesting consistency from these washes. Alright, so yeah, look at that. Much closer to the flesh wash than to the chestnut ink, probably. We'll see. Okay, that's an interesting color as well. The old chestnut ink from Citadel, really reddish tone. Probably the first ink I ever used in my life, and one of the most useful ones as well. Look at that. That's quite reddish. This is a great wash to create blood effects. Even if you paint blood red with, you know, basic, just plain red, you just put this on top and it makes the blood look like real blood. Okay, and now surfing sepia. Holy crap. Surfing sepia, surprisingly enough, looks a lot like the flesh wash from Coat the Arms. And the Raglan flesh shade is closer to these two. So it's like you got the opposite sides of what they are supposed to do in this case. That is quite striking and different. Alright, so let's get to the other three. The next three washes that we have are the Coat the Arms brown, which is kind of reddish, and the Games Workshop brown, which is quite dark, the old one, and the Agrax earth shade, which a lot of people swear by it. I mean, this is a really useful color, but in my opinion, surfing sepia it can be used for more things than this one. However, I use it a lot too. I spend a lot of it in my miniatures. So as you can see, this is a brand new open wash as well. Okay, let's see what it can do. The same consistency as the two previous ones, and it's quite dark. Look at that. You wouldn't tell it is so dark just by looking at the paint itself. It is rather dark. Oh my god, I love this color already. Look at that. That's gonna be great for some leather and some other stuff that I will be painting. I'm in love with it already. Let's see the old Citadel brown ink. Okay. Once again, the consistency is closer to actual ink. Ooh, they are close. Not exactly the same, but they are close. Yep, those are too close matches. I think they could work as a substitute. Okay, and Agrax. Here we are. And well, of all three that we've been comparing so far, I think these are the ones that look the closest, although they will work in very different ways. I'm sure about that, my experience says so. But I'm really impressed with the Coat the Arms colors as of now. Okay, we're gonna do the last experiment. As you can see, I have three colors here: black, black, black. Okay, they are all black hues. The problem is I don't have this one. This is really hard to come by now, but I've got this one, so we're gonna try at least to compare the black wash from Coat the Arms and Known Oil. Alright, brand new, just open it. I like these spots. That looks a lot like the ink that you will use for a quill pen. It dries immediately, which means that it's liquid enough that the paper will take it and yes, absorb it. Okay, so that's what it says. It's a black wash. Alright, let's try now Known Oil and see what happens. It's black, of course, but as you can see, it works in a different way. Since the washes that Citadel makes now, they work more like They are more like a gel somehow. I don't really know how to explain. They work a little bit different. So look at the comparison. These are still drying. These ones are dry already. They have a shiny appearance to them. As you can see, that all Citadel washes all shine. And these ones, they are a little bit more matte. So I guess further experimenting needs to be done. But yeah, there you go. So these are the ones that I bought in order to, you know, get something that will substitute these ones. But it's gonna be difficult. This one is going to be tremendously difficult to find something for it. I think I would rather use chestnut in the place of flesh, and flesh in the place of I don't know, because they are kind of different. I mean, Seraphim Sepia and Flesh Wash look basically more or less the same. They will work differently, but they look the same. And Chestnut looks a lot like the Flesh Wash. However, I don't know, there's going to be some kind of color that I will not be able to use. So these and these are the same, and these look the same. These two work in different ways. These can be a good substitute of these, and these, I guess, okay, even though I don't have it, will be a nice substitute of this one. But the problem we have it with these two. So I think I need to see more different brands to find something and make up my mind. But I'm gonna give a try to these ones in some of my next tutorials and see how they actually work in reality. Okay, because that's probably the best way. On a piece of paper you get an idea of the color that you're gonna get out of them, but it's in the miniatures and when you combine it with other washes when you see the actual results. So overall, I'm quite interested in what I'm going to get out of these washes. I mean, the colors are quite something, and I think I'll find a good use for them in my miniatures. I'm gonna try to focus in colors that you guys can buy as well nowadays. So I'm not gonna put so much emphasis on the old Citadel washes, and we're gonna try these dudes here. They look interesting to me, so it's worth trying, right? All right. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and please subscribe and share if you like this video.